All right, welcome back to the drive-through for a special 2-for-1 edition. Doing things twice as efficiently in 2016. We're going to take care of number 15 and number 19 here, okay? Stop by the deli and get yourself a sandwich. That's who's paying for this. All right. If 4 is a mean proportional between 6 and a number, what is the number? So we know that 4 is equal to the square root of 6 times x, okay? Every mathematical operation that you learn has an inverse. So what is the inverse of square root? Okay, what's the opposite of square root? That's what inverse means. How do I get rid of something? Okay, so I get rid of square rooting by squaring. So that gives me 16 is equal, this square cancels that square root sign. So 16 is 6x, divide up each side by 6, and you get x is 16 sixths, which is better written as 8/3 or 2 2/3. Okay? All right, this is a classic problem. There are probably 3 of these on your first quiz. Find the ratio of x to y. It's virtually an algebra problem more than it is a geometry problem. What we want at the end is x over y equals, okay? So one really good way to do that is just solve it for x over y. Solve it for what? Well, I know you've never done that before, but it's not that complicated. If I want x over y, then I should divide both sides by y. Do you see why I've done that? What happens on the right side when you have y over y? It's 1, so it's gone. So your next thing you have is x over y times a plus b is equal to c plus d. Well, I want to get x over y by itself. So what do I divide by? I divide by a plus b. Now I have a big 1. That's gone. But I have to divide each side by a plus b. So I get x over y is equal to c plus d over a plus b. That is the algebraic way to do it, okay? Now, you could also do it by uncross multiplying. So what you have to do is imagine that this step came from a proportion. So if x was here, and we had an equal sign here, then where would a plus b be? On the bottom right. It has to be. Do you follow me? Now, there's 2 things I could put here. I should put the right thing here. Hondo, what should I put here? I should put a y there. So now I'm almost done with my riddle. What goes here? It's got to be c plus d. And notice that's a much shorter way to get the same answer either way. I don't care which one you use. Boom!